Hello YouTube. It is so good to be back. So really quick before we jump into the video, I just wanted to say I've only put out about 3 videos so far on this channel, but already the amount of support and encouragement I've gotten from you guys in the comments has just honestly blown me away. I was not expecting that. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who's commented and just, been super encouraging. You guys have subscribed and just, it's been a really cool experience. So I can't wait to grow this channel and to grow this community. I'm really pumped on it. So without further ado, let's get into this review. All right, so as I'm sure most of you know, action cameras have just gotten pretty much better and better every year since their inception. We keep seeing things like higher build quality, better weather resistance, and better photo and video quality and capabilities. And this little camera is definitely all of those things. This little guy is the latest offering from, you guessed it, DJI. This is the DJI Action 5 Pro. And this camera is packed with a ton of really cool features and capabilities that we're going to jump into in this video. So starting with the camera body itself, this thing feels really high quality in the hands. It feels hefty, it's got a good weight to it. It's rubberized pretty much all around on the exterior surfaces. So in hand, it feels really nice. It feels like you're getting a quality product for what you're paying for. Let's just go over the buttons really quick. On the top, you've just got the record button. You've got a little speaker up top for playback. On the front here, you've got obviously the main lens. You've got the DJI badge and then your front facing camera. And then on the side here, you've got the power button. Also, if you click that and slide it down, you've got your USB Type-C port. And then on the other side, push that, click it up, and then this is where you've got your battery, and then as well as you can fit your micro SD cards in there. And then lastly, on the very bottom, you've got these grooves here. The nice thing about those little grooves on the bottom is it comes with accessories like this little grip / tripod. And what that does is it's actually magnetic on the bottom. You can see that. Now you do have to make sure that you get it the right way. Otherwise it's not lined up, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So you just line that up and it clicks into those grooves and you're ready to go. It's nice and extendable, so you can hold it out like that, or got tripod legs, so you can actually set this down, mount that somewhere and film yourself if you have nobody to give you a hand with that. So that's pretty cool. Jumping into the user interface, to me, it seems very well thought out. I can tell the developers were trying to make it intuitive and easy to use, which I think they nailed it. Finding menus is not that hard. I'm not the type of person to sit down and read instructions, so I really didn't do any official learning on this camera. I just turned it on and started playing with it, and I was able to find anything that I needed fairly quickly. So to me, that's a huge win when something is easy to use, it's intuitive, and you can just pick it up and start filming with it. This camera can do photo and video, which is great, but I'm mainly focused on the video, right? I'm a videographer. And I was actually very pleasantly surprised at how much customization you can do within the video modes for this camera. You can choose anything from frame rates. You have a nighttime low light priority mode, which is really cool. You have a bunch of different stabilization modes depending on what you're shooting and what you need for that situation. And you can really get nitty gritty with it. You can go into your ISO, you can change your white balance, you can do all that. Now, obviously you can set the camera to just do all those things automatically if that's what the situation calls for. But if you're really trying to fine tune a shot, you can really get in there and customize it to what your needs are for that specific shot, which is really cool to see. And I feel like that's something you don't typically see from just a little action camera like that. As far as the actual footage that this camera can shoot, I was pretty impressed with it. Being what it is, I wasn't expecting the world, but I was happy with the image I was getting. Now, obviously these cameras are designed to have a very wide field of view to capture what's going on and still be able to be very close to what is going on. And I knew that going in, but I also knew after doing a little research that there were modes within this camera that you could shrink that field of view so it doesn't look quite so distorted or fisheye lens like, in case you were trying to get maybe a little bit more of a cinematic shot. So I went in, I changed those settings, and I was able to kind of shrink that field of view. However, it still looks like you're shooting on an action cam, which I can't fault this thing for, right? That's a given. It is an action cam. I'm not going to change what it is. One small feature that I don't think gets much love on these cameras, but I think it should. I think it goes kind of under the radar and is underappreciated a lot is just the fact that it has a front-facing camera like that. I think that's really key in this day and age to be able to see, obviously, what you're filming. But I mean, this little screen is, it's touchscreen, it's great. You can change some of your settings on there. And also just obviously being able to see what you're shooting is huge when you're filming yourself. So just a little side note, I think that's really cool that they put that on there and it wasn't like an afterthought. Like, it's very well integrated into the camera. You can operate the camera from there. So I think that's really cool to see. Okay, so getting into the main reason why I got this specific action camera is I was searching around YouTube, doing some research on this camera, and I saw that it has the ability to shoot in what they call, I think it's called D-Log, which for those of you who don't know, shooting in log basically means you're shooting on a flat color profile, which then means in post, when you're editing your footage, you can go back and bring in a lot of the colors and you just have a lot more control over what the colors look like in that scene. And I thought, wow, that's really cool. I had no idea a camera like that could shoot in log. And to me, that's what really drew me to this specific camera, is the fact that it can shoot in log, and I would have the opportunity to color grade it and potentially get some pretty sick shots out of it, out of just a tiny little action camera. So that was one of the biggest reasons I got this specific camera. And after seeing the footage and having a little time to grade it and play around with it and see what colors I could pull and what I couldn't do, and after seeing the image it puts out, I'm not blown away, which again, I wasn't expecting to be blown away by a little action camera, but I just think it's a really cool feature that I hope we start seeing in more and more of the smaller cameras. I mean, this is an action camera and it's shooting in log. I mean, like, that's crazy, and I think that's really cool to see. Okay, so final thoughts on the DJI Action 5 Pro. I think it's a really cool camera. I think DJI is pushing the boundaries of what an action cam can be. I think it's so sick that you can shoot log with it. I think that's really cool and something I want to explore more, and something I hope they keep developing and improving. Overall, I think it's a great camera, a great little package. I think it's amazing at what it does, and it's even starting to get into things that we don't think of when we think of action cameras, which again, I think is sick, and that's awesome to see, and I hope they keep improving that technology. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Again, I just wanna say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you who like the videos, who comment, who watch the videos. It means the world to me. This is something I've been dreaming of doing for years, and I'm just so grateful to everybody. And if you have a second, if you wouldn't mind clicking the subscribe button, giving me a thumbs up. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.